How's the healing process going?
Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm working back into things with everybody. Certainly, feels good to be going again. Excited about that, and working towards fall camp already.
So did somebody fall on it? Or you sprain? Or what happened?
No, yeah. I mean, it was just kind of something in football. Just pushing off weird angles, stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. People say freak. It's not. I wouldn't say freak accident, but I mean, it's just something from being on all the time and the stress of playing football.
So was it a small break or was it just?
Yeah, I mean nothing too serious. Like I said, I'm feeling good right now, and process therapy recovery has been going well, been going quickly.
So do you feel any responsibility now? I mean, you are the veteran leader, and it doesn't seem that long ago when you weren't, but now you are. I mean, do you feel responsibility to be the leader of this group?
Yeah, I mean, certainly, your time here goes fast. That's something that, everyone always tells you throughout life, not just, if you're playing college football, you don't really believe it when you're young, but it's true. So yeah, anytime, the way our program's built is, we have a culture, we have tradition, kind of a standard that we like to set, and that's passed down through the older guys. That was passed down by, great leaders who were in the program when I was young. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think myself and all the other seniors, experienced guys on the team, definitely feel responsible for passing down, that set of standards and that tradition as well to the younger guys.
When you look at you guys, not you personally, but a few of your teammates have kind of switched positions just to get looks. Sam moved inside, Chauncey was inside outside. I mean, how do you think that all worked out in the spring? Having guys be more versatile.
I think it's a great thing. I mean, that's never a problem. The more guys we have that are capable, they're playmakers, and they can play all sorts of positions. Move us all around. That's only going to benefit us. It's going to give us more options to be as disruptive and as dominant as we can be.
What do you guys? What types of motivation have you guys used this off season to gear up for the season?
Well, we've done our every off season in the winter we do a book. Sometimes it's a single book. Sometimes it's kind of split up between our Hawkeye Challenge teams. So we read Pound the Stone, kind of going back to the Break the Rock theme of just like every day showing up and we're swinging. You never know, when that moment's going to come. The big breakthrough, the big moment of success. But it's not that moment that's significant. It was all the swings of the hammer before. So that's kind of what we're focusing on now, and that's what we're kind of modeling our training around. Every day we show up, we're going to swing the hammer as hard as we can.
I know what.
What feel have you gotten, from the last 6 months since basically you played your last game from the team?
Yeah, I think we have a really good group of guys right now, and one thing that's kind of special about it is I think we really enjoy each other's presence. I would say any age on the team, any position group, for the most part, pretty much everyone really gets along, and we have fun being together, and that what makes this environment, training, practicing, meetings really enjoyable. Something you can almost you can look forward to every day, and I think that's something that we need to build on, is just keep pushing each other in that type of attitude. That we get along, but I'm going to push you to be your best, and then laugh and joke about it with you after training or whatever. And I think that's something that as we get going more and more this summer, that we're going to keep creating that kind of competitiveness between ourselves.
Have you sensed that early on? I mean, have you sensed there is that competition?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's definitely a lot of guys we have in the program that they show up and they push the pace, and those guys are fun to be around. And when you have athletes who every day show up with that attitude, good things can happen.
When do you feel like your breakthrough happened?
I don't know. If you ask my opinion, I'd say I'm still waiting for it. I mean, that's kind of how I look at things. I still think my best football's ahead of me, and that's what I'm trying to chase every day. I'm showing up here, and the coaches do a great job of constantly critiquing you, showing you ways that you can get better, and that's what I try to focus on. I think that's what we try to focus on program wide. Excuse me.
Well, let's take the weight room. Was it maybe the first time where you gained that confidence, that jump, that step? Was it maybe the first max out you had and you saw, wow, my bench jumped 80 pounds or 60 pounds, or my squat jumped this?
Yeah, I mean, definitely when you're a younger player, especially if you're redshirting, I mean, you're out there on the practice field and you're playing the scout team, so you definitely have opportunities to prove yourself there, but a lot of it also comes in strength and conditioning that first year and then your first off season. That's really where you're trying to prove yourself, to prove that you're capable, that you're a competitive athlete. So yeah, there are definitely times, when you improve or you win a certain drill or something as a young player in strength and conditioning, that can be a big boost of confidence for you and kind of carry over into the field and on the meeting or in the meeting room.
You got to experience a couple of years. You're one of the few probably that got to experience that 12-0 season kind of to its fullest. I mean, you played in a lot of those games. What does it take? What kind of ingredient do you think it takes to have a special season like that? And I assume that kind of starts in the off season.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a really special group of senior leaders in that 2015 team. A lot of those guys, now that I'm in that position as one of the older guys on the team, so you think back and try to model, the way that they kept other guys in check, the way that they encouraged players. That's kind of, the standard, at least in my experiences, for leadership. And they did it together as a group. That was, like I said, what made them really special. So, that's kind of something that, when you get to that position, that it's your job to set the standard, that you can kind of use them as a model.
Yeah, they had to battle through such adversity, on field, off field,
Right.
3 or 4 years of kind of unsettling comments, whatever you want to call it, and kind of found this inner strength together, this grittiness that was uncommon.
That was exactly, coming out of the Tax Slayer Bowl. I mean, we came back and it was just clear in that group of seniors, demeanor, the way they went about things, that that's it. We're putting our foot down. We're not going to tolerate that anymore. And that's something that's extremely admirable, and they saw it through. They saw it through for an entire year throughout the season. So,
Small group of seniors this year.
yeah, I don't think that group was that big either, though. So I mean, that's something. The smaller it is, it's easier for us to make it as tight as possible. So,
With a lot of Iowa's best successful teams, the line of scrimmage play is plays a significant role in that. You guys are veteran up front. You have some spots where you probably need somebody to step up or two on both sides, but you do have some depth. You do have some veterans back. Do you feel like that a lot of this season is going to be dictated on how you guys perform to allow the other people to?
Yeah, I think I would imagine pretty much everyone on the team feels that way about their position group or their position, that the team's dependent on me. That's just the way football is. It takes all 11 guys out there in every phase. But yeah, I mean, definitely the way Iowa, our tradition here, the style we play, we really emphasize line play offensively and defensively, and I think we're doing a great job offensively, defensively of pushing each other. Our offensive line. There are times in the spring we're really kind of getting after us, and vice versa. We always take pride, and we're never losing to them. So I think in that regard, we have something going where we can kind of really push each other. That hopefully we can get the best out of both of us, and can help drive this team in the fall.
Thank you.